Hi guys and girls, I thought it was time to give you an update on the bushcraft Beagle puppy. He's now 7 months old, so he's doing really well. Yep. Good boy, he's so... Get out! He loves being in long grass and cover. Of course, here's a sheep track which is well trodden. Oh yes, if he was off lead now he'd be gone for at least half an hour. But I reckon he would come back again. I know that because when he gets separated from the pack of animals, the other beagles we have, he yelps in panic. Even if they're just out of sight for a few moments, he's got to be with the pack. So if he got into a red zone and off he went, he would come back. Yep! Yep! Good boy! So keeping on a fairly short lead, extendable, so he's got a little bit of freedom to hunt. Good boy! This is an interesting piece of forest. This is quite an old Scots pine. It has some real blast. Look at the trees. They've just been snapped off and are lying wounded in the ground. But that's the natural process of a woodland. The trees get so big that the roots can't hold them, and all you need is a mega gale and a blast, and it's the end of their function, and they serve another function at ground level, supplying accommodation and shelter for bug life. I'm always intrigued and enamoured by the beauty of forest moss, sphagnum moss, whatever it's called, and ferns. I think they're rather beautiful. Now we've got some big obstacles to get over here, so I'm going to shut down and move forward into the tall, mature forest, which is what I'm looking for the bug out. Get out! Get out! If the Beagle ever qualifies as a bushcraft buddy, I might have to treat him to a proper jacket, camo with pockets so he can carry all the water supplies, and his own food of course, because he's not exactly camouflage, is he? He's sort of bright white and beige. But beagles, as I understand, in the UK were used, and still is sometimes used, for flushing out hair. So rough country, hillside mainly, lakeland slopes with lots of ferns. Ferns are the natural habitat for hair to dive into for cover, and that's where the beagles come in handy. They're just the correct height and colour to be followed into the ferns and flush out the hair. Oh, there he is, look, waiting for new orders, wondering who I'm talking to. Doesn't realise I'm talking to YouTube. He's bright, but he's not that bright. If there's water, they'll find it. Yep! Good boy! He's easily pleased with himself. He loves all the smells. As a youngster, everything to him is new and exciting and fresh. And why not? It's a beagle's life. Come on then! This is rough country, and that's the price of getting somewhere special. You have to plough on through pretty inhospitable terrain to reach your objective of short-term semi-solitude. The prize is not too far off now. Ditches everywhere, quite dangerous. At one point I went down but landed on a soft trough of water and moss, but it was good. Now I'm here on firm ground, and here is my reward. So the outcome of this recce is a red light, no go. As you can see, electric fences and legitimate pheasant rearing and releasing underway, because this is nearly October, it's the end of September, so the birds are, I think, released on the 6th of October, 10th of October. I think it's something like that. So I'm going to keep quiet and head on and write this corner of the woodland off, because you don't want to camp anywhere near a commercial shoot because it could be dangerous and also obstructive. So that's today's lesson. But the dog wants to go crazy. I don't blame him. The smell of pheasant, very tasty. I guess if you were forced to bivvy down at the edge of a commercial shoot like this, against the dike wall, protection, a bivvy bag, very low profile, virtually below grass level, in at dusk, out at dawn, and you should be relatively safe. Of course, there's always the possibility that the deer stalkers are out with night vision, and they'll pick up your body heat and they'll find you. But it's a good thing that they do see you before they shoot. At least they can flush you out and ask you to move on at 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever, before they finish their evening patrols. But overall, I think if you came in quietly, in October, probably about 6 o'clock, most people have gone home by then for dinner, bed down, quick scram, and off to sleep. In the morning, a nice breakfast just after dawn, whatever that is, 7 o'clock, and then be on your way, and then you'll have enjoyed being out without causing any obstruction or offence to anyone else. So never give up, keep going is the motto. You ready for home? Yep. We'll have to do a tick check and then it's dinner time. Well, we finally squeezed through the perimeter fence and barbed wire without being injured. It was quite tricky, but we managed with a bit of common sense and acrobatics. Not so easy, to be honest, but managed. It's always a good thing to check out possible places that you might want to camp over before you go in, because once you go in with all your equipment, you're kind of committed to take the risk. But I know I won't be back here again because it's like Fort Knox to get in and out, so it's fairly tricky, and it's understandable. They have to protect their business and separate sheep farming from pheasant rearing and so on. That's how the countryside balance works between the different industries. So now I'm taking a shortcut through very rough grassland, very boggy and difficult terrain, but it's a more direct route back to the vehicle. So I just want to say thank you for coming along. I've enjoyed having you with me, although I didn't see you, but hopefully you'll see me on this edit. Until next time, remember, try and subscribe and wish me well with my Beagle puppy. It will be a while before I can trust him. It might be even longer than the 18th month, but hopefully inside 2 years, 18 months, he'll be free range. He certainly is a pack animal, which is very promising, but he's also very much a hunting animal. As you can see, off he goes, disappearing into the grass, hoping for a bounty. So quite a nice moorland here, as you can see. Great place for a bivvy bag and a star night gaze, but without an animal, because it would blow your cover. So, till next time, chin chin! Well, both the male pheasant and the male puppy didn't know what to do. The pheasant didn't know that it should run off and fly, and the dog didn't know that it should chase and flush. So they're both amateurs, but at least the bird is being kept close to the plantation and should back into the forest, I suppose, or cover. But you know, it's always good not to disturb the pheasants that people put down at great expense and many hours of preparation and work. If there's water, they'll find it.